hard? Yes. Oh my god, I feel so out of it. Right, are we ready?
Oh my god, I feel so out of it. Oh, we're good to go. Yeah.
We are good to go. Okay. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Daily Deal. Today we're looking at a new release. This came out about 5 days ago. Okay, Matt?
Yes.
And it's called Bad Bots. It's a side-scrolling action platformer, basically. Pretty standard. So have fun with it, I guess. It's got challenge mode. Challenge mode is basically just waves of enemies attack you. If I were you, I'd go the campaign.
Campaign. All right. Just to briefly show the options here. Look at this. This is the controls, the options, everything all rolled into one. You get credits, music on or off, or full screen on or off. Look at that gorgeous PC port.
The best thing about this is, okay, it says music on or off. While I was playing, I actually had to Google whether there was any music in the game because I thought it was broken because I had music on and there was clearly no music. Okay, so when you hit new campaign, we get this cool, like, comic book style intro.
Ooh.
Which is actually really fun. Basically, you just hit a button and it will scroll you through the various screens. Really cool, actually. To sum up, I guess, it takes place on a ship. You're on a ship, and here you can see they're saying mayhem, something bad's going on the ship. They explain that they're under attack. Generally, it's quite fun. I'm not really a comic book kind of guy. I don't know. Do you read many comics?
I have a pack like right under my feet right now.
Really?
I'm not a huge comic book guy, but I do get into it every once in a while. Just buy a couple comic books just to read on the side.
Okay. Well, I'm not really a comic book kind of guy. I've never really read comics or anything like that. But this was kind of fun. Like, the way they do the story, pretty interesting. You know, the way they're slowly scrolling in. There's always that hint of movement, I guess, as the screens transition. Anyway, you wake up, and it's a bit of a junkyard.
Wow.
And that's you. Don't you look awesome? Aren't you like a super mega action hero, man?
Yeah, very generic guy.
And you're like glowing for some reason.
Why am I walking back? Why can't I?
Okay, so you're using an Xbox controller.
Ah, okay, I can aim. Oh,
yeah.
Wow, I love 2D games.
And I was using the mouse, so you can't get through here. And you'll see that there's those two arrows on that side, and it's like, I wonder what those could be pointing to. Well, you'll find that out later. You've actually got to go left.
Oh, okay.
Which I feel kind of awesome because I started the game and I was like, I could go left or right. Why don't I go left first?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So that's how it's done. All right.
Yeah. Oh, okay. He says like crew number blah blah blah. This guy is I don't know. I think he might be evil. I don't know how far we're gonna get, but I think this thing might be evil. Anyway, some part of the ship, you say, "Ooh, who are you? And why are we in the squash bay?" Wherever you'd have a squash bay, I don't know.
I am mother.
And basically, it explains it's like the ship is called the Titan, and it's like a part of the ship, basically. So you grab it, and that thing will be on your back now, and that thing's going to kind of talk to you. So far through the game, as far as I've played, there's like nothing really in terms of AI or NPCs you like come across, but that guy will talk to you. So yeah, you get yourself an axe, and now the squash is coming down. So you want to hurry.
What?
And go and try and escape, basically.
Oh.
Now, doesn't this seem like a good place for some music, like some action music, get your heart pumping?
Right. What's up with that? All you hear is the grate. That's it.
Yeah. That's the game has got very little music, like none at all, except in boss fights. So you can't break through that, which is kind of a dick move, but you can break through that, and then you can crouch walk through. So. Oh, you're so much quicker at this than I was. And then you can like go through that door, I believe, by hitting the E. You're at a door. I know.
Oh, it is a door. Oh, yeah. Wow, it is a door.
And I got kind of stuck there too. I was like, what's going on? I waited for the crusher to go all the way down before finally going through the door. It wasn't great. So yeah.
First day so he's at work?
Uh-huh.
What? Okay. So something is going wrong right now? It's not supposed to... Oh, I like this. This is pretty cool.
Yeah, you see? So it like slowly scrolls through. So basically the plot is iRobot. There were robots working on the ship.
Look at him. He's just like... da, da, da.
I like to imagine what he sounds like.
I would like to imagine some music here. I mean, come on. What's going on? Budget, I'm assuming?
Yeah, well, it's an indie title, so I guess, the thing is, this isn't too cheap either. I was saying to Matt just before we recorded it, this game, so it's a daily deal, this game has only just released, and it's on Steam on, like, a promotion at the moment. So it's like 25% off, which puts it just above £5. I don't know, it's a lot of entertainment, and I kind of had fun with it, but it's not, like, totally exceptional, I'd say. If you've played Contra before, then you've pretty much got the experience down.
Definitely, yeah.
It's a little bit more free roaming than that, though. Like, there's different paths that you can take and all kinds of stuff. Like, this is a spare room that you're in here. Like, you didn't have to come in here, but because you did, you got some ammo, and yeah, you can get out through the door. So yeah, I mean, maybe it's not 100% worth all of the money, in my opinion. But, if this is kind of your style of game, definitely I'd say go for it. As far as from what I've seen anyway so far.
Does it get action-packed later on?
Yeah, so from where so you've got quite a few robots in here, actually. Can you see?
I'm thinking, like, I can blow up these little containers here, but I can't.
Yeah, you can't blow them up. Like, I was so scared to fire my weapon for so long because I thought that I was just going to blow open all of the barrels all over the place, but it just doesn't happen. So there's also a guy up at the top there too. In the game, you can't shoot through, like, the black bits, but you can shoot through, like, the alleyways. Like, the thing you're stood on right now, you can shoot underneath, and just some weird stuff like that. So you get used to it pretty quick. The controls, the way that the aiming works and stuff. I don't know, how does it feel on the Xbox controller? Because I was playing mouse and keyboard.
It's I guess it's for these type of games I'm used to with a controller with the twin sticks. So I kind of whoa. Oh.
So yeah,
I'm really missing some music here. Like, what the?
He's totally beating the crap out of you. I think for once you're doing worse at this game than I was when I first started.
He was supposed to be like, oh, there goes some more ammo. Like, he kept blocking me. Like, every time I would go for a strike, he would interrupt me. So I'm like, what the?
Yeah. Like, the red guys will, like, charge you, and they'll try and give you an axe to the face, and you can obviously just, like, shoot. I tried to not waste ammo on them until later. So yeah, like with weapons and stuff, you can get shotgun. I had an RPG. You can get, like, this really cool, there's a couple of automatic weapons that you get, and it really does feel quite good. Like, I don't know, the sound design's okay. I think that they probably did want more music in the game, they just couldn't sort of get it, and it would feel much better with the music there, but I think, even though there's none, it's quite nice to just hear just the sounds of your character moving around, of the gun firing, stuff like that, I think it sounds pretty good. Like, every time you shoot one of those boxes that are being used as cover, it, like, goes pew, 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 like, it's missing, I think that sounds quite cool.
Well, I don't know, like, for me, at least some ambience music. Come on, like, little, like, machine sounds in the background. It could be looped. I don't care. Something, because, like,
yes,
if you're just standing right here, you hear that? That's nothing. That doesn't do very well for the game.
Yeah, but that's like an interesting question though, because to me, I would be annoyed if it was the same music track just looped over and over and over for, like, what seems like quite a few hours of experience. Like, at least it's got a bit more identity where they don't put the music in. So I think actually in that case, if they could only do a tiny bit of music, I'd say do none. Because what they do, is there are boss fights. There's like 7 boss fights in the game, and whenever you're in a boss fight, they do play music. So for those, like, short moments, we might not get to one in the video, but for those short moments in the boss fight, it actually feels really good, really pulse pound and really strong, because oh my god, suddenly the music, suddenly the adrenaline really does get going because it's so out of the ordinary. So I think, for what they had for, so we can make about 7 tracks of music, what do we do? Just putting them on the boss fights was probably sort of a strong move.
Okay, I could understand that for, in a sense. You're saying if you can't do it, you might as well just not put it in at all.
Yeah, I guess. Sort of. So also you'll see, like, there's loads of lefts and rights. So you really sure of where you're going right now, for example?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, are you sure of where you're going, or are you just kind of?
Yeah, I'm just keep going straight because that's what I've learned from Contra and Bionic Commando and. Man, I love this.
Well, sure, like, you can do that, but, like, there's going to be a point, I don't know whether you'll reach it, but I started to get, because I kind of want to get everything as I'm playing through, I'm like, okay, do I want to go to the left and go through every little room? There's loads of secret areas and cubby holes as well, and every time I was coming up to those, like, every split, there's not much of an indication of which direction you should really be going, and it was kind of fun, but eventually you'll hit, like, a wall that just says you cannot come here yet until you do something else. So this is how you save on the game. You get checkpoints like so.
Oh,
in save
okay.
stations.
So
The
when
first
you
one-
die, you just go back to there. There's no really life system.
Well, I didn't actually die either. Like, I was playing this game for quite a while and I didn't die. Like, it's a pretty forgiving game. I don't know how difficult it gets later on. I know that, like, from the fact that there's the challenge mode, that it can get, you know, quite intense and lots of things can end up appearing on the screen. And one other thing, like, to the credit of the sound, not to bang on about it too much, but one other thing is that, oh, so if you go back as well, there's a secret back there. Let's see if you can find it. Yeah, if you go back and then go back up that lift. Yeah. So, like, one other thing as a credit to at least the sound is when there are more enemies and you start blowing the crap out of loads and loads and loads of them, it starts sounding much, much better. That's not the secret, but there is some health there if you want it. Actually, is this the second time you've come into the save station? Oh, no, this is a different room
this is
entirely,
something else. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So the secret is if you walk left from when this comes up and walk over there, you'll see that the floor breaks. But if you jump up, you can get on that wire.
Oh! What's going
Nice.
on? You
Nice.
just not strong enough to.
No, it's just because you press down, like you tried to jump off. If you just carry along, yeah, you can't like jump off of the rope. You have to shimmy all the way. You can't like jump up at an angle if that's what you were trying. I didn't actually know you could climb on that rope when I did that. I was just like trying to jump. I was like, "There's no way I'm gonna make this jump," and then I actually did. I was like, "Yes!" So you go. You got a new gun here. The way that the guns work is you can have like the one you've got currently equipped. Is your regular weapon, I guess, and then you get a special weapon too, and you can only have one. I don't think it's a 2-weapon system, but you can only have one special gun. So this is like a super awesome rapid fire thing called the dual shot, which you've got 190 ammo for, which isn't that much, but like it shreds people up.
Ooh, get on, son. Oh, my friend, he's dead.
Yeah. So another cool thing, I don't know whether we're gonna reach it, but actually we might. I'm not gonna go on about that. But yeah, you notice how everyone dead like kind of looks like Star Trek characters. You notice that? Like they got a proper red shirt thing going on.
Right. It sounds like it looks like Star Trek actually, with the red shirts, and then you have yellow shirts, and you know.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe it's because I just watched Into the Darkness, but
No, I definitely saw it myself too. I reckon they probably drew some inspiration from it. On that other screen as well, there was like the remains of a different type of robot you'll be seeing later on in the game. There's reasonable enemy variety, not too amazing, I guess, but the game's quite long. Like, you know, basically you're traveling across screens here, and we're what, maybe 12, 13 screens in, something like that. There's like 170 screens for the game, and some of them are really long as well. So there's certainly quite a bit to experience and to enjoy. The plot also kind of gets kind of weird because it's like I said, I think the guy on your back is evil, maybe, because he's kind of telling you that there's this bad woman that controlled all the robots and made all the robots destroy all of the crew, right? But then you see like this hot AI thing, like this floating, like a spiritual artificial intelligence woman that just looks awesome, and she's like, "Oh hey, yes, I'm not your enemy." Yeah. So there's like lightning there and stuff. He's like, "Oh, I'm not your enemy," and then the robot's like, "Yes, she is. You need to kill her." So I don't know, and he looks evil. I think he might be evil by the end of the game, but I haven't got.
Oh,
that.
the classic switcheroony. Like,
there's
I'm with you this whole time, but I'm really evil. And
Yeah, exactly. There's another secret there as well. You can climb into that vent in the bottom left of the screen. Also, you need to duck under like those things.
Yeah.
If you want it, there's a new weapon down there as well, I think. So if you climb down, can you see? Do you remember right at the start you went through a vent? So if you jump up in the top left of the left, wrong way.
Left.
Yeah, keep going left, and now up there.
Oh yeah, that's where I was going. I thought you wanted me to go another way. There we go.
Yeah, there you go. So you can go in.
Ooh.
You get. Oh, is that the weapon you've already got, or is it a different one? Oh no, this is the shotgun. Yeah. Now if you climb over those boxes, the way forward is off on the right here. So down below here. So you want to go back down, yeah, and then up over there. I think this next screen is really good for having a shotgun as well. So they kind of give you the shotgun, and it's like, yes, now blow loads of people up. So you can just kind of go in there and go nuts. They're also
yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty good, isn't it? So as more enemies come, like, I don't know, I think the sound's not too bad. And they keep dropping down. I'm not sure if they're like infinitely spawning or what, but after a little while I got bored and just kept going. So I don't know whether making sort of progress beyond there stops them coming. Actually, they're probably not infinite spawning because they're still spawning for you when you're over here. But yeah, just keep hitting right.
Oh, die, robots! All right, there we go. Is that something? No, it's just a piece
No,
of
that's
robot.
nothing there. But what do you think so far?
I don't know. Like, it's $10 regularly, and now it's 25% off, so it's like $7.50. I think I would agree with you before the show. You were saying that it might not be worth it for $7. You know, this seems like a more of a $5 type of game, I think.
Well, even that, you know, I'm going to be a bit worse about it. I'm going to say this is the kind of game I feel like you could play in your browser for free on something like, you know, Miniclip or whatever people do.
Right,
I haven't played browser games.
It has that
for so long.
vibe.
Yeah. So, you know, it's good. It's just, I don't know. On the deal, at least though, if you want to pick it up, if you've been missing something like Contra-ish for a while, I don't want to just say Contra. I mean, obviously, there's other elements of other things in here, but I was having fun with it. But, you know, when you've got so much choice for stuff you might want to do, you may as well do the other stuff.
Right.
But yeah, the captain's in there. If you want to go forward just a little bit more, you can climb across the thing up above you.
Yeah, I saw that. And I
secret.
see that vent over there.
Yeah, yeah. And you can climb in there. This next sequence, I think, in this vent kind of demonstrates another little bit of the game. It's not all action, shoot, 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 shoot. There's these cool vent sections. I've been through a fair few of these now, and which is a bit more platform oriented. Kind of sneaking through, making sure you don't get hit by stuff like that. You know, you get these little enemies in here, but generally you don't have too many enemies in these sections. You've just got some cool platforming stuff to do. And I found a few of the secrets as well in the game, which I do think are a nice touch as well. You know, I love secrets in general, and this is a good game to show them off. A lot of them have you crawling through vents and ducts, and you know.
I keep getting hit though because like I'm trying to move forward on the controller and duck at the same time, and it's not working very well.
Okay, so that's probably a bit of a problem with the Xbox controller. See, for me, it's easy to just hold S down and then A or
right.
Wait, hold D down and then A or S. Yeah.
So you gotta like barely touch it forward while crouching down, pretty much. Ooh.
Yeah, I was wondering what was going on there. Okay, so that one you don't blow open. You just sort of interact with.
I'm gonna hide under here and do this.
You got a guy behind you as well. Don't forget.
Yeah, that's what I was ducking.
And the captain's back there.
I don't have grenades.
Oh, that's a good point, actually. You know, talking about Contra, I guess there might be grenades later. They have done
that they should have had like from the beginning, I think.
Yeah, they do a pretty good job adding new weapons and stuff in. I feel like they were being splashed in reasonable enough. To talk about the boss fight as well for a second. I mentioned that the game, so here's where you can hit like a dead end, and they won't let you go any further. You see.
Yeah.
But later you'll be able to go down there. So the captain's off on the bottom left where you saw him like trying to speak to you. Yeah, I talked about how this game's pretty easy. There's no difficulty modes either, and the boss fight, at least the first one, I died in just a couple of hits because I had a rocket launcher and I just blew his face off.
Is this the boss fight?
No, this isn't the boss fight.
Okay, because this reminds me of Mega Man, where you go through two of these little doors.
Oh yeah, right. Like a little like airlock. But there is a little bit of the story that comes here in a second. I guess that's where we'll end this video off. That's when you meet like the ship's AI woman thing. So if you want to climb back up. Also, I think if you press escape, just to show people, I mean, there's not much here at all. I've got to be honest. But if you look at the bottom here, it will tell you your objective. And like your location, which I guess could be kind of helpful, but a lot of the times that location's like, you are in corridor, and that's and you're sort of like, okay, right, how does that help me navigate the game whatsoever?
Yeah, it should be a map, I think, especially if you're going back to areas like Metroid. Yeah. There's always maps telling you which way to go. Like, okay, you haven't been here before, you haven't been here. Now you have the double jump thingy that does this and blah blah blah. You know?
And like speaking of maps, while you were saying that as well, there was a map on the wall behind you, which I think is supposed to be useful to kind of show you where you are, but it's not really. It just sort of highlights a section of the ship that you're supposedly in.
Right.
So you got a save station there, which if you want to duck your head into after you've killed that guy. There we go. Nice shooting. Sometimes in the save stations, it's worth checking them all out as well. I found, like, I'm a bit of a collector. A lot of them have got pickups and stuff in, so I was going in even if I didn't want to save. But basically, you need to investigate the pods now. Where most of the crew was supposed to evacuate. But where are they?
Dum dum dum.
You've got a crate there which you can break open. And as you'll see, it's just kind of a dead end here, right?
Oh
no, it's not a dead end.
This can't be. My father. No. We were supposed to get married. I mean, no. Hold up. Whoa, his whole crew.
Dan! No, sorry, Dana, you monster. So Dana's like the crazy, weird woman. who you're about to meet.
Whoa!
So yeah, it's pretty cool. I'll say this as well for the game. I had the exact same reaction here. I was like, holy shit, look at all the bodies. What is this? That's insane.
Blood.
So if you
games.
like go back into the previous room now, or is it the next room? I can't remember. Try going into the viewing gallery on the left and see where that takes you. I know you do a bit of backtracking because you kind of go back to where we were earlier. So yeah, so head back into the pod room. And let's hope that this bit of story has captivated the viewers. So, yeah, keep going. Back over to the escape pods, yeah. And it kind of throws a spanner in the works in this room, because when you go up, you will see... Who's that? So this is her that we've been talking about. Wow, she sounds really manly. Such a curvy figure. She's very manly. So, like, the thing on your back's like, don't be fooled. Evil comes in different forms. I think that's foreshadowing, maybe. That's like, oh, see, I'm evil. And he looks evil. He looks
right, he's like over your shoulder.
Yeah, it's so crazy. So anyway, she sounds pretty reasonable, I think. She's like, look, the captain's away. I'm in charge. Listen to me. Look, I think she tells you to get in the escape pod and you'll be fine and you'll be safe. And then, yeah, so, like, it's like, you must go now or perish. And she looks kind of evil, maybe?
Yeah.
I don't know what to believe. I don't know who to believe. And he's like, it sure is a threat. And then she gets, like, sucked away. She's like, the bots are trying to sabotage the mainframe. I must go. So I think she's probably on our side. I think we're going to find out she's on our side. Look at him. Look at that evil face.
Look at the little hand. Look at the little hand.
Yeah. I think we look
like
kind of evil
a little
as well.
T-Rex hand. It's like,
yeah, like the little T-Rex arms.
Kill her. She's the evil one.
We need to play a dinosaur game at some point.
Oh my gosh. He's like a little parasite on her.
Yeah. Look at him, like his hand is on his shoulder. So anyway, there you go. You get a checkpoint, and that's pretty much the game, man. What do you think?
I think it's pretty cool. I mean, other than the stuff I've said already during this video, I'm not going to repeat myself. But, you know, a little extra here, some grenades, a little bit more sound. But I think it's very basic. There's nothing really going on with it, you know? Like, you know, you jump, you shoot.
Mm-hmm.
There's not that extra bit. You know, like how Metroid had that extra bit. You know, you could go into a little ball and you get power-ups. Maybe this is just the beginning of the game. Maybe, I don't know. But you know, right now it seems very basic. And I don't know if it'll be worth the $7 or not. I mean, that's for them to decide anyway. So
I find it kind of interesting that this got on Steam, like, you know, seemingly so easily when, like, you look at, I mean, it's easy to be critical of Greenlight, but there's so many good games trying to get onto Steam through Greenlight, and this isn't a bad game by any stretch of the imagination. No. But you know, it's not doing anything in particular out there.
Right.
It's good fun though. I mean, and it's now there as an option. As I say, it's a new release. 25% off right now. I'm giving a copy away as well. God, we ended up so negative about this, but I'm giving a copy away if anybody's interested. All you have to do is leave a comment. And also, what we thought might be cool this week that we're doing as well. Is we're going to have an extra look at one game we cover this week. So let us know if you want it to be this game today or another one that we're going to be covering as the week goes by. And at the end of the week, which will be like Monday, Tuesday, which I appreciate is the start of most people's weeks, we'll have another look at one of these games. So let us know which one you liked, guys. You know, leave comments or whatever to help us out on that specific one. And yeah, we'll try and go back to the best video that we do. So anyway, yeah. Thanks very much
for the
for
last screen and
all the bodies. Wow, thank you very much for watching, guys. We're gonna be chilling with dead guys.
Adios.